All right, everybody, here we go once again. Sid Fernandez back on the mound here for the Mets, and we're facing against the Phillies again. Fernandez is pitching very, very well, as you'll recall. 101 so far on the season, 26 innings pitched. The struck out 16, has a 1.73 ERA. And once again, we have Danny Heap over there in left field. I think that George Foster is probably not going to play as much for me as he played for Davey Johnson in real life. Most of that's because I don't have to deal with Foster's ego. Here's a swing and a miss by Tony Gonzalez. 0-1 here to start this game off, and there's another strike, 0-2. And there's strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. One away. Here's Roy Sievers. And there's another strike, 4 in a row now by Sid. That's low. 1-1. There's a strike again. 1-2. It's hit to right field foul. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 2 away. Sievers strikes out. 2 gone. A little bit over 4,000 here in this game, and it's another afternoon game. And there's a ball right away to Demeter. 1-0. This has got to be a Saturday game, I think, if I remember my schedule right. Swing and a miss is 1-1. There's a ground ball over to the left side. Knight has that one and throws to first, and down we go to the bottom of the first. Lenny Dykstra to lead this off. Mets have not played a night game at home yet as Dykstra takes a strike. And that's hit deep to left. That baby's gone. That is gone. Home run for Dykstra, 383 feet away. Lenny Dykstra keeps hitting home runs. He's one of the best players that we have on this team. This is the reason why, and I know I said this at the beginning, I know that Davey Johnson liked to platoon or whatever he did with Mookie Wilson and Dykstra. Dykstra is hitting so well in the early part of this season, I want him playing every game. Wally Bachman with the ground ball over to second, and Taylor has it, throws to first. There's one away. Here's Keith Hernandez. We'll see if OOTP lets me do that as Hernandez takes a strike. We'll see if it lets me play Lenny every game. 1-1. It might not, as he did in real life. Swing and a miss. Bad swing by Keith. 1-2. And that's fouled away. 1-2 still. That's hit over to center field. That'll drop for a base hit for Keith. Base hit for Hernandez. Here comes Darryl Strawberry hitting 328. That's a deep to center, not quite deep enough. That's going to be caught out there by Gonzalez. 2 away, and here's Gary Carter. What I mean by we'll see if OOTP will let me do that is that OOTP will make sure that Dykstra eventually gets tired. Carter hits this one again to center. Taylor's got it, and we go to the top of the second. Gonzalez, I'm sorry. There's the strike to Johnny Callison, 0-1. And there's a ball. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss on a pitch that died down there. That might have been they say fastball. That might have been a spitball. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Fernandez already with 3 strikeouts, 1 away. There's a strike to Dalrymple, 0-1. That's low and away, 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. Fouled away again. And that's just outside. 2-2 now the count. And that's spanked up through the right side for a base hit. So first hit of the game for the Phillies. Brings up Ted Savage. Savage is the righty must be hitting because we have the lefty pitcher. He's the left fielder. We didn't see him yesterday. And there's a ground ball to Backman. Goes to second for 1, but no play to first. Savage is able to run that one out. So there's 2 away, and here's Tony Taylor. The ball outside. 1-0 to the second baseman. That's hit deep to left. A little bit of hang time, but Heap is there for the out. It's a long way to go, and we go to the bottom of the second inning, and it'll be Ray Knight here for the Mets. That's a strike down the middle, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Just fouled away. 0-2 still. Ground ball left side. Good play by Demeter throwing to first. 1 away. Here's Heap. Swing and a miss. 0-1. There's a ball low. 1-1. Fouled away. 1-2. Foul that one away again just barely. There's a ground ball over to second. Taylor has that. Throws to first. 2 away. Art Mahaffey, by the way, the pitcher for the Phillies. Art is 2-2 this season, 2.97 ERA, so he's pitching well. Up comes Santana, who takes the ball inside. Ground ball over to short, and Wine fielded that, dropped it, and that means Santana will be safe at first. That was not a difficult play. Up now is the pitcher, Fernandez, who takes a strike. 2 outs. Hits this one foul, left side, out of play. 0-2. And that one just misses. 1-2 now the count. And Fernandez had to really reach back to swing and hit that one. That's over to Taylor, the second baseman, who also drops that one. That's another error. They're going to call that an infield hit, apparently. So, let's take another look at this one. Kind of odd to call this a base hit, as he just drops that one out there. But they're going to say that Fernandez would have beaten it no matter what. And up comes Lenny Dykstra, and this is dangerous for the Phillies. There's a big curveball, 0-1. And that one is low, 1-1. 66 is all. 2-1 now on Lenny. And that baby hung up there forever. Dykstra, however, bends that one foul. 2-2. Hit foul to the other side. And that's hit deep to left field. Not quite deep enough, though. It's going to be Savage making the catch for the out. We go to the top of the third. Still 1-0 Mets. Here's Bobby Wine taking a fastball low, 1-0. Ground ball to the left side. Knight on to first, 1 away. Art Mahaffey, the pitcher, up next. He takes a strike. Fouls 1 away. It's 0-2 quickly.
Strike 3.
And that one is in there for strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Fernandez. Up comes Tony Gonzalez. Top of the third, 1-0 Mets. There's a ball just outside. And that's wrapped foul. 1-1. Ground ball shortstop Santana. Good play on to first for the out. We go to the bottom of the third, and here's Wally Backman. 1-0 Mets. Backman takes the ball low. And a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Mets, by the way, 10-3 so far, as that's ball 2. Third place in the National League behind, you guessed it, the Dodgers and the Giants. Backman hits the next one over to center field, and that'll be a base hit. And so that will bring up Keith Hernandez. How fitting it is that the Mets are going to be duking it out here with the Dodgers and Giants. There's a ball inside as the former New York teams have to take on the new New York team. 2 straight throws to first. Backman's not going anywhere. And that one hung up a little bit, hit over to center field. Keith just got under that one, and that's the first out. 1 away. Here now is Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry struck out 24 times this season in only 10 games. There's a strike to Darryl. And a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss. If he keeps swinging like that, he's going to set a record. 2-2. Just got a hold of that one, fouled it away. Still 2-2. Strawberry, though, hitting well, hitting .322, 12 men driven in as he fouls one away. And there's a fastball high. It's a full count on Darryl. And that's going to fall foul. Full count still. Hit deep to left, but that's going to be foul. Curving, out of play. That's hit over to right. That's going to be in there for a base hit. That's going to be 2 at least for Darryl. Runner on at first had to tag up. And Backman ends up taking third is all on the double by Strawberry. And that brings up Gary Carter. And here come the Mets once again. This is where this team becomes so hard to play against. Carter hits a ground ball over to short. Was a good game there, good play there by Wine, throwing to first for the out, but the run scores. It's 2-0, and here's Ray Knight. As Ray Knight fouls this off, I'll tell you, the Mets' middle of the order is so hard to face. 1-1 now the count. You let a guy get on, and they can do you a lot of damage. It's a ground ball over to third base. Severs throws to first, and that does it. We go to the top of the fourth. Still 2-0 Mets, and here is Roy Severs. And he takes a strike. This team is like the Red Sox of 49-50, but with better pitching. 1-1 the count now on Severs. That's fouled away. 1-2. Popped up. Carter. Does he have room? And he's got it. 1 away. Here's Demeter now. There's a ball high. That's hit over to right field. That'll be a base hit falling in front of Strawberry. And that'll bring up Johnny Callison. So we will go back to double play depth. That was inside. That almost hit Johnny, and he popped that one up. Not sure where he swung at that one. It's going to be Knight making the catch for the out. There's 2 away. And there was a ball low. So Fernandez getting a little bit too excited with those fastballs. This is he head deep to right, deep and just foul. That was home run distance. 0-1 on Darlinpool. Fly ball to center, and Dykstra's got that for the out. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 2-0 Mets, and here comes Danny Heap. Fouled away. 0-1 now on Danny. And that's hit on a line over to center field. That'll be in there for a base hit. Another base hit for the Mets. Heap now hitting 286, and you can see why I'm not starting Foster. Here comes Santana, who takes a strike. And another strike. 0-2 on Rafael. And he pops this one up weakly. That's going to be, I think the first baseman is going to catch that one, and Severs does get that one away. There's a ball high now to Sid Fernandez, and another ball 2-0. Go to first, nothing doing. There's a strike, 2-1. There's a bunt, and it's not a great bunt. It's a little bunt back to Mahaffey, who throws over to Wine covering the bag at second. So Fernandez now the runner on at first base with 2 outs, and here comes Lenny. There's a strike to Dykstra, 0-1. Dykstra homered his first time up today, 1-1. And there's a ball, 2-1. Dykstra with a habit of hitting home runs and of hitting everything. 3-1 now the count. And there's strike 2. It's a full count now on Lenny. That's grounded through the hole for a base hit. Fernandez is going to go all the way to third. And that's a hit for Dykstra. Up comes Backman. You're going to have to imagine that Fernandez is wearing the warm-up jacket. I mean, it's not that warm out. It's, 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 3:14 in the afternoon. You have to imagine it. And first pitch swinging for Hernandez, and that's just not quite deep enough. That's a fly ball over to right field. I'm sorry, that was Backman, and that was caught easily by Callison. We go to the top of the 5th inning. And here's Ted Savage, who takes a curve. Good curve. And that's a curve low, 1-1. Ground ball to short. Santana throws to first, 1 away. Tony Taylor now takes a ball low. Ball 2, 2-0. Fouled away, 2-1 now. Fouled away again, it's 2-2. That just missed high and tight, full count.
Strike 3.
There's a swing and a miss, and down he goes. 5 strikeouts now for Sid. 2 away, and here's Bobby Wine. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And there's another strike, 0-2. It's like music to your ears. And he just watched that curveball. Good curve by Sid. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6 strikeouts now for Fernandez. Here's Keith Hernandez. It's almost unfair, right? There's a ball high to Keith. Unfair to have so many good players on one team at once. 2-0. If it's any consolation, the Mets started to get rid of them as soon as the season was done. And that's fouled away. 2-2 now the count on Keith. But is there any wonder that this team won so many games in '86 and Hernandez gets all of this one? That is gone. Home run over to right field over that huge Medell's sign, 420 feet away. At some point in time, we're going to start seeing more fans going to these games because this is good baseball. 3-0 now Mets. Bottom of the 5th inning as Hernandez got all of that one. His first home run so far of the season. He's hitting .436. Now here's Strawberry. And there's a strike to Darrell. 0-1. Ground ball to second. Good play by Taylor. Throws to first. 1 away. Here's Gary Carter. And there's a ball outside. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Outside again, he fouled that one away, 2-1. And they go inside, 2-2.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss by Carter, and he was, I think, guessing outside, and that one was right down the heart of the plate. Here's Knight with 2 away. And there's a pitch outside, 1-0. And that's low, 2-0. I think OOTP does a good job of modeling these pitch-by-pitch situations. As Knight hits this one over to center field, that'll land in there for a base hit. And that brings up Danny Heap with 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, still 3-0 Mets. There's a strike called for a fastball, 0-1. Another fastball, 0-2 now the count. And that one just hung up there forever, hit over to left field, and that's going to fall in there for a base hit. That pitch was a breaking ball, curveball that didn't curve very well. You can see it kind of winds up, if you look over here at the pitch sequence, it kind of winds up a little bit low, but you know, it seemed like that ball just hung up there for an eternity, 66 miles an hour. And there's another one of those curveballs that hangs forever, 1-0. 2-0 now the count on Santana. And he hits this one deep to right, but that's not deep enough. Callison easily makes the catch. We go to the top of the sixth. The Mets still, though, with the lead 3-0. Here comes Mahaffey, the pitcher. Hits this one over to right, and it'll fall in front of Strawberry for a base hit. So the Phillies get their first runner on here in the top of the sixth. It'll bring up Gonzalez, who takes a curve high. And there's a strike. Surprised that was called a strike. Fouled away at 1-2. And there's a ground ball to Santana, who throws to Backman for one, but there's no play at first on Gonzalez. And so there's one out. And here now is Roy Sievers. I tell you, if they're calling that high pitch a strike, you're going to have a real hard time. And the first pitch is a ball that got away from Carter that was a little bit inside. He was crossed up. 1-0, now 2-0 the count. And there's a strike. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Sievers. There's a curve in there for strike 3. Fernandez has struck out 7. Here comes Don Demeter. 2 away, and there's a ball outside. And another ball, 2-0. And a strike, 2-1 the count. Popped up right field, out of play, clearly out of play, 2-2. That's fouled away, still 2-2. There's a swing and a miss, and down he goes. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Is that 8 strikeouts now for Fernandez? And here he comes up to lead it off, bottom of the 6th. And that's a strike in there too, a 0-1. That misses, 1-1. That's belt high down the middle, 1-2. And that one's just fouled away. Still 1-2 on Fernandez. And that's hit to right field for a base hit for Sid. And so it's another hit for the Mets, 11 hits in this game, and that brings up Dykstra, who's 2 for 3. He's been 3 or 2 hits like every game so far. Fouled away, 0-1 now on Lenny. There's a ball away, 1-1. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2 on Dykstra. And that was a curveball that hung forever. That baby's gone. That is a home run for Dykstra. That one went far, far away, they say. That's got to be about 420, 430 feet away. And man, oh man. Around comes Dykstra. It's 5-0 Mets. And I think Lenny Dykstra is proving to us that he is a great player. 4 home runs so far this season. He's got more than Strawberry, and that makes Dallas Green now come out to pitch. Yeah, Dallas Green did used to play. Let's see how he does. And there's a ball low to Backman, 1-0. That misses inside. It's 2-0. That's hit over to the first baseman. He fields it. Sievers dives for it, throws to Green, but Green was a little bit late getting to the bag, and Backman beat it out for a base hit. Here's Hernandez. 13 hits for the Mets, and Hernandez hits this one deep to center, and that one lands beyond the reach of the center fielder. And around comes Backman to score. He's going to make it standing up. Now, he does slide, but didn't need to, and that's a double for Hernandez. He gets another RBI. And it's 6-0 Mets, 14 hits. And here's Strawberry, who takes a ball inside, 1-0. That's low, 2-0. And that misses again. It's 3-0, and he'll take this one for ball 4. So Dallas Green really struggling out there. Up is Gary Carter. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Hits this one deep. That's got a chance. Back to center, way back there, off the top of the wall. That's going to be 2 at least for Carter. He's going to be looking 3, and down he goes. And that's a triple that clears the bases. 2 more runs score. It's 8-0 Mets. Carter with the big triple. And the Mets are just absolutely hitting the cover off the ball here. 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th. There's still nobody out. Up is Ray Knight. Runner on a third, and there's a fork ball in there for a strike tonight. And that's hit to left field. That is going to be in there for a hit. Carter had to wait a second to make sure. That's a base hit for Knight, and it's a 9-0 lead now for the Mets, and that'll bring up Ed Keegan. So much for Dallas Green. Ed Keegan now the new pitcher, and he'll face Danny Heap. And this is hit over to left field. That'll be in there for a base hit. Runners on at first and second as Knight couldn't go very far on that one, worried that was going to be caught. And here now is Rafael Santana. So come out to the ballpark if you want to see runs scored. Santana fouls one away and then swings and misses. It's 0-2. There's a ball outside, 1-2. That's high and outside, 2-2. And that's hit over to right field for a base hit, another single. That'll load him up. Knight goes to third. That was hit too shallow, of course, for him to score. And here comes Sid Fernandez with the bases loaded. You see that little hot sign here by the players that are hot? It's the whole team that's hot right now as Fernandez takes a ball. And that's a wild pitch. That's an awful pitch, and the runners all move up. And Knight comes in to score. It's a 10-0 lead, 18 hits for the Mets. And there's ball 3 to the pitcher. And there's ball 4, and that'll bring up Dykstra with the bases loaded. And Ed Keegan stays out there. Interesting decision. Here comes Dykstra. There's a ball way inside, 1-0. 2-0s, that's high. That is in the inside corner for a strike. Tough call. Hit down the right field line, but foul. 2-2 the count. And now it's a full count as that sinker misses inside. And that was not even close. And the Mets score another run, 11-0. Keegan's got to come out of this game. He's walked 2, hasn't struck anyone out. He's given up 8 runs, or there are 8 runs have come across this inning. There's nobody out. You seen anything like this? Here's Wally Backman again. Takes the ball away. And there's a strike curveball, 1-1. That's hit over to center. That's going to be deep enough, I think, to score Santana. He tags. Everybody moves up. Now they throw out Santana, so much for that. Good throw by Gonzalez. Runners advance to second and third. There's 2 out now, though. We had to do something to make it so it wasn't too unfair, and here's Keith Hernandez. And he takes the ball inside, and another one inside. He's 3 for 4 today, hitting .446 this season. That misses low and inside, ball 3, and they don't want any piece of him. That's ball 4. Third walk now by Keegan. And so you walk Hernandez to come up to Darryl Strawberry. Now, Strawberry has a hole in his swing. He's got 24 strikeouts so far this season. And he takes the ball inside. And that's a wild pitch, and everybody will move up. And Fernandez comes in to score. 9 runs in the inning, 12-0 Mets. And here's Strawberry with the 2-0 count. And there's a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss. You look bad on that, 2-2.
Strike 3.
And that curveball's over for strike 3, and down they go. But the Mets score 9 in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 12-0 game, and here comes Johnny Callison for the Phillies. There's a ball to Callison inside. There's another ball, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Fly ball left field. Out of play, 2-2. Popped up to center. Dykstra coming hard. He's got it, 1 away. Here's Dalrymple, who fouls 1 away, 0-1. Hit over to left, but that's foul. 0-2.
Strike 3.
And he went that time. Strike 3. Strikeout number 9 for Fernandez. 2 away. Here's Savage. Takes the ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. There's another strike. 1-2. Popped up. Sid's got this. No, he gives way to Backman behind him. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 12-0 Mets. Here's Gary Carter. Tripled in the 6th. Takes a strike. Hits a ground ball over to short. Good play there by Wine. Throws to first, 1 away. Up comes Ray Knight. He takes a strike, 0-1. And that's high, 1-1. If fans don't start showing up after this, as it's 1-2, I don't know what it's going to take to get them out there. That's ground just fouled on the right field line. 1-2.
Strike 3.
There's strike 3 of the knees, 2 away, and up comes Danny Heap. Looks like the Mets have run out of hits. Heap hits one over to left field, but that's foul. Just out of the reach of Savage. 0-1. That's away, 1-1. Low and inside, 2-1. Inside again, 3-1. That's way away. Ball 4. 4 walks given up by Keegan. Up comes Santana with Heap on at first. And he golfs this one to left field, but he got under it. Savage has that for the out. We go to the top of the 8th inning, still 12-0 Mets. Up is Tony Taylor for the Phils. First pitch swing hits this one over the right field corner, but it is foul. 0-1. And he hits a ground ball over to Hernandez, who fields it, goes to the bag himself, 1 away. There's Bobby Wine, and he takes the ball, 1-0. And another one outside, 2-0. Swing and a miss, it's 2-1. It's hit over to left field. That'll be in there for a base hit. And so base hit in front of Heap means that the Phillies have a runner on at first. We're still playing this game like it matters. And there's a pop-up bunt, and it's a good play by Knight, who runs all the way in to grab that one, 2 away. And here comes Gonzalez, who hits one straight to center. And that does it. So the Phillies go down. They get a base hit, but that's it. And we go down to the bottom of the 8th inning. It will be Sid Fernandez leading this off, and he's staying in this game. There's a changeup in there for a strike, 0-1. Ground ball over to second. Second baseman Taylor fields that one cleanly, throws to first, 1 away. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra takes the ball inside. He's 3 for 4 today. He's been hitting everything. And there's a ball away, 2-0, hitting .429 now this season. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Ball 3 inside, and we'll take this next pitch. And there's ball 4. Keegan now has walked 5, and that'll bring up Wally Backman. And that's a ball low and away, 1-0. That one was in the zone, hit over to left field, and that's above Savage's head. Dykstra will go all the way around to third. Maybe he'll score. He's going to. Nope, he won't. And that's a double for Backman. Another good extra base hit by Backman. So you put Dykstra on, Backman hurts you. If you get Backman on, then Hernandez comes up, and he's hitting .446. Swing and a miss by Hernandez. He's looked bad on some of these swings for someone who has 14 RBIs. Hitting the crud out of the ball. 1-1 now. 2-1 as that misses inside. And that's popped up. They swung at ball 3, and that's popped up. Easy play here for the shortstop. Wine has that 2 away. And here comes Darryl Strawberry, who's been kind of forgotten, hitting a mere .323 with 3 home runs. And there's a ball low, 1-0. Ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3 outside. He'll take this. I don't think they're going to throw a strike to him. They won't. Keegan now has walked 6. That was one of those unintentional, intentional walks. And here comes Gary Carter. Of course, Carter, he takes a sinker, has 13 RBIs, been hitting very well. 2-0 the count now to Gary. That's high, ball 3. There's the changeup strike. You had to throw one. Swing and a miss. And there's another swing and a miss. Down goes Gary. And we go to the top of the 9th. So the Mets did load the bases, but didn't get anything out of it. And there are 19 hits now for the Mets. And here comes Roy Sievers up against Fernandez. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Fouled away, it's 0-2. And that changeup just high. 1-2 now the count.
Strike 3.
And there's strike 3. Fernandez has struck out 10. Up comes Don Demeter. There's a curve low. It's hit over to center. Dykstra with the dive and makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Johnny Callison. Only 4 hits for Philadelphia. Callison fouls this one away. This is hit over to left, and it's going to be easy for Heap. He makes the catch, and they do it. So the Mets, who you remember don't have Mookie Wilson and are at kind of a disadvantage in the early season, have played incredibly. This is another win. They go to 11-3, and we get only 19 hits and 12 runs in the process. Fernandez strikes out 10, and the Phillies only manage 4 hits. And I tell you, this might be a little easier than we think, but remember, we're still in 3rd place. We're behind the Dodgers and Giants. This is going to be an interesting replay. I hope you stick with us. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.